everybody. Once again, it's me, Chris Blackthorn Harris. Here's another Let's Talk DC Teams, Heroes and Villains episode. Now, we kept on wondering how long it's going to take us to learn that villains a team of villains is going to battle the forces of good because they are the forces of evil. I mean, for how many times we have had villains trying to do the wrong thing, but you know they could be the right thing. It's the right thing they need to do because they're doing the wrong thing. They bring how can I put this part? Oh, they bring something to the table. I mean, each villain could bring something to the table. Like Joker and his Joker gas, he could bring a little laughter to the table. Lex Luthor, he could bring his genes to the table. Cheetah, she could bring her fury to the table. I mean, fury. That woman was so mad, you could tell that she was just jealous and frustrated. You could tell if a speedster who has negative powers could bring his quick thinking to the table. Quick thinking to the table. While with Ocean Master, he could bring his water powers to the table. Sinestro, he could bring fear. And definitely fear to the table. Then there's fear, the power of his ring. That's what it's based on. What else? Sorry, I'm cutting the G right now. I don't know why. White Martian Manhunter. He hunts down the Green Martians, but he knows their weaknesses. Their ultimate weakness. I don't know what the White Martian's weaknesses are. Oh, still, oh, one of them was fire too. Then you have with each hero comes in each villain. When it comes down to it, And I mean seriously, when it comes down to it, you gotta understand. Villain teams are hard to put together. Why? Because they ever got ego. Ego. The only team that ever survived was JSA. Because they only had was one team leader whose ego was big enough for everybody. That was Icicle. If it was a team for Young Justice, I would say the team of Frost Jr., Inserta, you know, uh, Reverse Kid Flash. Yeah, I know it sounds crazy, but trust me, that Thorn would never want to be born. After I read his biography. Let's see. Heat Wave, son. Torch. Oh, I'm just putting him out there to see if it comes to a meaningful like team. Let's say who would be a perfect. You know what? For Aqualad, I would say his father, Black Manta. Yeah, his father, Black Manta. No, yeah. Frost June could be Kid Flash's villain. I mean, he has a whole lot of freeze, baby. Who become Robin's villain? Well, I'm not gonna lie. Robin's villain is hard to come by. But if I would have to give him out, I will say Slade Wilson. Why? I mean, Slade. Just which Robin will it be? Will it be Tim Drake? Or will it be Damian Wayne? I mean, they both had the villain so far. I mean, if you notice, if you haven't noticed, let me explain. Can I explain? Let me explain. Can I explain? Can you explain? Can I explain? It's like this. Teen Titans, Slade. Young Justice, Slade Wilson. Either way, it'd been a lot crazier. For Superboy, he would have match. Sorry about that. He would have match like his version of Bizarro. Superboy's Bizarro. Yeah, but with a more eager temper. Sorry. Hold on. Me thinking of what Bizarro will look like. been there's, let's see, what can I go with the next one? Artemis. A new Dark Archer. Which is crazy to say, but the Dark Archer will be someone that Malcolm Merlin trained. It's just crazy how that came out of my mouth. Why? I mean, Malcolm Merlin. He could train anybody to be the next Dark Archer. Wonder what. I mean, during that time, what I think it was like the first season, maybe, of the Flash, and what, the third season of Green Arrow. You know what they said? What you doing? I ain't listening for the thunder. All of a sudden you see the Flash run through the hideout of League of Assassins. I'm surprised they wasn't very quick enough. Let's see. It drives me nuts. How nuts? Very, very nuts. And I have a high tolerance for nuts. Why? Because we all get a little crazy, but then we all get a little nutty. And trust me, when you get a little nutty, you better get nuts. But for each villain, there's a hero. For each hero, there's a villain. I mean, the villains, like I said, some villains do not cooperate with each other because of ego. I mean, Joker, Cheetah, Lex Luthor, Sinestro. Heat Wave. I'm trying to think. I'm sorry, I'm trying to think. Um, Bane. Ugh, Bane. That man stopped doing down that pumping juice just to make himself stronger. Or is it? Ask no questions. I wonder what's going to happen. Ask no questions. How they going to do the next season? Ask no questions. You know what? If I ever go to the next Comic Con, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to tell you what I'm going to do. I'm asking no questions. Because you know what? The Injustice League was hard to figure out most time. I mean, even the Witch Boy was part of that. Was part of the Injustice League until he became part of the Light. I'm surprised how he arrested him. And that cat, they drive me bonkers. I mean, they wonder how does the Joker control so much while fighting at the same time. He had practice with multiple personalities. Really, I can't tell. Mm-hmm. I can't tell. Scarecrow. Ooh, Scarecrow. I don't know who put him on that team, but boy, Poison Ivy. There's no Poison Ivy. Crazy, crazy, crazy. Sportsmaster. The daughter of Arnim. The father of Artemis. I wonder, will they ever form a good bond between daughter and father? No. Huntress, though, I think Huntress need to make a comeback as a hero. And I think the last person was Solomon Grundy. I mean, no, not Solomon Grundy. Blockbuster. There's something wrong with that doctor. I feel sorry for that doctor. He was a smart man, then he became a dumb man. With those guys being as villains, the Light and Justice Society of America, you know what? I'm gonna say this. The Injustice League and the Justice Society of America, they know what they were doing. You know what though? I don't think they should call themselves the Injustice League. How about the Legion of Justice Society? Oh yeah. Yeah. The Legion of Justice Society. Justice Society would be the perfect name for Young Justice, or the League of Justice Society. Either way it works for me. I mean, come on, think about it. It's the way to go. So, for the villains, we call them Legion of Justice Society. Enough said. You know what I'm saying? I'm your boy Chris Blackthorn Harris. And when I know what it means to be a villain, you gotta keep it up here. Because being a villain is all about psychological warfare, planning, and make sure you keep the hero off balance. Got it memorized?